Hey everyone, my name's Anthony and I'm the founder of L1 Fitness and Lifestyle. And over these past 28 days, I've been able to train Anthony in my community and it's been a pleasure to have him actually. So it's been great watching him progress over the last 28 days and be able to get himself back on track, because in the past he's been, being groggy, being lazy, unmotivated and lacking in energy. So to be able to actually get him back on track, it's been amazing. It's been amazing to see his transformation as well. So he's lost, over 4.5 kilos. So I'm gonna bring him on right now and we're gonna go ahead and talk about his journey.
Hey guys, my name's Anthony, 25 years old. So the reason for joining this 28-day challenge is to try something new, step outside the box, hopefully gain some more motivation and a little bit of inspiration from you guys. So the reason for doing this is that I want to achieve some weight loss, live a little bit of a healthier lifestyle. So yeah, hopefully we can all do this together.
Over the last 4 weeks, you finished the 28-day challenge, and before that, tell me how you were feeling.
Lazy, definitely lazy, unmotivated, not committed, to work out or eat right. I think definitely that contributed to having low energy levels and not making time for a lot of different things.
Were you exercising often before?
I would say it was inconsistent. So I might have 1 week where I was very went most days, and then I have a week where I just couldn't be bothered, and I'd call it a rest week, and that would turn into months of just inconsistent training, and I might have a few spells of dieting and then going back to normal eating, stuff like that. So I think it was just the inconsistency of training. And
that happens quite a lot because people gain motivation, they lose it, they go into a cycle of just having motivation 1 week and the next week they drop off. So then what happened? How did you fall off the bandwagon?
I think being content with just how I looked, or not really reflecting on myself really, so not really paying attention to myself and my overall well-being. I think that was definitely a part of it. So not focusing really on myself, but more focusing everything around me, definitely led to just me falling off, I guess, and not getting back on track.
What did you want to achieve in these 28 days?
To get back on track, to find out what factors or what key factors I'm missing to help me, get me to lose weight, or help me to get back to training consistently. And I think it was definitely that part of it. What am I missing, or what am I doing wrong? Because if you're doing for something for so long and it's not working out, you got to find out what part am I missing. And I think that's what the 28 challenge kind of gave me, is that gave me that missing part that that got me to being back on track.
And there's so many things out there, like programs, and there's diet plans and so forth. YouTube, so much free content out there, and a lot of people go out on the internet and they look for solutions, right? What made it different this time around? What allowed you to be able to achieve the goals that you achieved?
Truthfully, it's the interactiveness. So having also other people that you can communicate with as well to help you through things, knowing that it's not just you going through this yourself, but there's other people as well, and having your coach so close and always contacting you regularly as well, and checking up on you, making sure that you're being accountable for the action and for the challenge. So I think that's definitely a part of it. I know if you apply for things like trainers and things, they would do the same, but I think having the added thing of doing a challenge with other people as well, I think that definitely added to motivating yourself as well to push harder and go that extra bit further. With having the tribe community, it just it pushes that little bit extra, a little bit further to keep you going. And I think being connected with people is always a lot better, to help you when you're struggling, or even when you have wins, so achievements and things that you want to express it with someone, and you might not have anyone to say look, I've lost 2 kilos, and that's what the tribe kind of gives you, that hey, look, I've lost some weight, or hey, look, I'm struggling, what can I do, or what can you guys do to help me? So I think having that tribe, pushes you that little bit extra, a little bit further. Because, like I mentioned, that we're all doing this together. Like everyone was going through it the same way, and, having people there, to motivate you when you are having a shitty day, or, you might feel like, oh, I don't want to do this, but seeing someone else do it, it might, say, you know what, no, that person's, going through something else, whatever it is, and they're still doing it, so why can't I? So I think it's more, getting you through whatever it is, knowing that someone else may be going through something harder, or, things like that.
What's the biggest changes that you've noticed over the last 28 days?
Definitely motivation increase, energy levels, so, always being active. I think consistency is definitely a big thing, over the last 4 weeks, definitely been consistent with everything that I do, regardless if it's, work related or, fitness related, or just even personal life stuff.
What did you need to do in order to get that 4.5 kilo drop?
Having you as a coach, always keeping you updated with information and, just posts and videos and things, like watching that gives you motivation and gives you, the key to keep pushing. And, the way that I felt that I've lost weight is just by, participating, always being active on the group, preparing my own meals, things like that. So really keeping consistent with that. And also, with the workouts as well, making sure that I do all the workouts for the week. I know it's such a simple thing, and people say, oh yeah, I can do that, but it's really being consistent and really sticking towards it. And, remembering to yourself why you're doing this. Like, if you're not doing it for yourself, then honestly, I don't think it's the right reason. You've got to do it for yourself, and that's what kind of pushes you that extra bit further.
You've dropped 4.5 kilos. Have you seen a big change in your body over the last 28 days?
Yeah, I'd say that, I have gotten a lot thinner, a little bit leaner. I wouldn't say, I'm a completely shredded model or anything like that, but I definitely, like when I put on different clothes and things, I can definitely see that, some pants have gotten definitely a lot looser, and, clothes that didn't fit me before, fit me now.
Not only do you want to change your body, but you also want to change your lifestyle, right? You want to become more active and have more energy throughout the day. Like, you're even doing more than you did before, right? Because now you're working out, now you're actually waking up motivated. Before you were doing less and you had less energy. Before you were eating at your girlfriend's house all the time, and you actually made that change. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So I really stuck to the diet in the sense that I would only eat things that, if I prepared myself, like if I fully knew what was going in it. I think it was, it could have been seen as over the top, but I felt like, if I really want to stick to it, I really need to make these small little changes. And also things like snacking, not snacking on chocolates, lollies, chips and things like that, things that are easily accessible to us, substituting things. So like if I feel like something sweet, it would be fruit, would be the number one option. And always ensuring that, I'm consistent with that, because that's the main thing. You can't, slip up and go, I have a cheat meal or whatever it is. Sometimes you gotta, if you are going to do something like that, you need to have that control. And I think that's the biggest thing of all that I made the change, was control, like portion control, restricting myself to, things. And that's what really kind of got me to lose that weight.
Was there someone that held you accountable throughout the challenge?
I think it was a different factors. So I think definitely yourself, you being always there kept me accountable. Myself as well, always making sure that, do I need this one bit of chocolate? Probably not. And always remembering that, all your hard work can be done, undone in, like two weeks of hard work can be undone in a couple of days. So it's always making sure that, remembering all the hard work you've put in, and is it really worth it to have this, to have that extra bit of, snacks, whatever it is. Yeah. So it's, and I think the tribe also was, accountable for that, making sure we keep on track.
Before the challenge, what were you trying before to actually, achieve the results that you wanted to achieve?
I think I was just doing generic things. So just working out, doing, just a very, generic workout routine. I didn't really focus on diet. I thought I could get away with it. Like back when you're a lot like younger, when you're 18 and things, you could just eat whatever you want, work out, and you'll be fine. But nowadays, it's like whatever you put in, you can definitely see it on yourself. So I think I think that's the best way of putting it. That exactly what I was doing is that I thought I could get away with, eating whatever I want and still trying to, be lean.
What sort of diet did you have?
Previous?
Yeah, previous. Prior to the 28-day challenge.
So I didn't really experiment with much, like within, the last year or anything. It was just eat whatever I want, really. But previous to that, I've tried things like, cutting down on carbs here and there, but, it's a little bit difficult because then you end up craving it anyway, and then you end up eating more than you should anyway. Other things like, cutting out fast food, which, I've done, like, that part's, easier, but then you end up, snacking on other things that isn't fast food. So, that didn't really work out either. So, and then I just didn't care anymore, and I just ate whatever. And I thought it's not going to affect me that much, but, here we are.
Definitely. So this challenge definitely gave you, a little kickstart to get back on track. How many years has it been, since you've been trying to lose fat?
So I'd say they've been I've been working out for like 6 or 7 years, and I'd say maybe 2 or 3 of those years I was a lot leaner, and then the rest of it was just working out because it was just one of those things that you had to do. Really, it wasn't working out because I wanted to be healthier or I wanted more energy. It was just working out because everyone does it. It means that I have to do it. I've got a membership, then got to use it, I guess.
So like in terms of losing that fat, I taught you the thirds rule. How would that help everyone else out there, guys just like you? How would that help people who are trying different diets?
Simplicity, convenience. I think those are the 2 biggest things that it makes it so much easier for you to prepare foods. Makes your life a lot easier. So if someone that for example, like people that work full time, at the end of the day, the last thing you want to do is cook. But with the thirds rule, it makes everything a lot easier. It's easy to prep things. And then you find out cooking isn't so bad, and and having the thirds rule literally makes your life so much easier, especially for anyone with a busy schedule.
But how long do you usually take to prep for the whole week?
Take anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes, and in that time you can do other things as well. So like if you're really someone that like either works from home and things, you can put something in the oven, let it cook for 10-15 minutes, and then go on your computer, whatever it is. So I feel like it's a no excuse, no brainer to take out 10 to even half an hour of your day just to make food for the week. I
mean, it's not much effort at all, actually.
No.
The effort that you put in actually saves you time and allows you to achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Right?
Yeah.
And you got sorry? Yep.
Yeah, no, and so it saves you time. I think also saves you money as well. So and you also know the best part of it is what you're putting in your body. What like how much oil and whatever it is in the food. That's the best part of there's like a few things that you kind of crave along the way, but it doesn't have to be boring. Like it's not boiled chicken with broccoli and rice. When you have like spices and things, it makes it a little interesting, and I think it gives you that extra flavor, and it tastes different to what you're kind of used to. So I guess I think the main thing is that it doesn't have to be boring as people think make it out to be.
Like, what made you go, okay, I'm gonna try this instead of YouTube, instead of another program, another diet plan?
I think seeing what it offers. I think communication is definitely a big thing, because if you try different things and there's no one you can turn to if you need help, because if it's just like online and you're just reading notes, then where do you go, really? And then you're like, oh, this doesn't work, I'll try something else. But if you have something that's interactive, or you have a community like what the challenge had, at least you have someone to turn to. If you need help, you've got someone there, you've got a point of contact. And I think that's one key to success and the overall making making you accountable.
How you perform in your workplace, how has that impacted that? The changes that you made in your lifestyle, how has that impacted how you perform?
So definitely I feel a bit more confident at work. So not underestimating myself as much as I did before. So, really being confident and, realizing that you can strive for bigger and better things. You can't just always undermine yourself. At the end of the day, like I always mention that, we are our biggest critics, but then sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves and we're way too hard on ourselves. And I think changes to my lifestyle and things like that, it's helped me to relax and realize, things aren't, that bad. And you got to really kind of take a step back and realize, you are doing good, but you don't really see it yourself, but, and things will always get better. I think that's the main thing, things will always get better in the end.
So it's made you more positive, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So right now, if you're watching this and you can relate with Anthony, then I want you to know that, if you're stuck, if you don't have the motivation, if you keep trying different diets, different programs, and you just keep getting lost, you don't know what solution is out there for you, you don't know what's going to work. I want you to know that there's my community out there, my program that I'm running at the moment. I definitely want you to consider this. And if you think that you don't have time to work out, if you think that you don't have time to cook, if you think that you don't have time to be able to improve on yourself, this program here is going to give you more time.